Welcome to another exciting episode of Tent City Diaries. Episode number 15, Street Stories and the Aftermath. Street Stories is a new section where we will do in-depth interviews with people on the street. In episode 13, we met Tahoe Jones, a grizzled veteran of this homeless crisis who's come full circle. Now he's off the streets and has a place to call his own. He's got a roof over his head and he eats sushi? Anyone who still believes that affordable housing is the issue and not addiction need only listen to the wise Tahoe Jones.
You want to hear how extreme it is? We have a guy downtown who lost both arms because he fell asleep across the tracks in the tunnel. He's high most of the time. Who's feeding him drugs?
How many people do you think are on the streets due to an addiction?
I would say at least half want to be there. They want to play for it. They're eternally playing for it, and everything is free. There is no motivation to get away from it. They've adapted. They're comfortable. They like the freedom. They like the free stuff. They like all the socializing and hanging out and doing drugs. What's to want out of?
Is there a solution to this homeless crisis?
Well, triage. That's the number one word.
And what do you mean by that?
Who wants help, who doesn't. That's your first step.
Interesting. I've heard that before from another homeless person. Remember Malik?
Separate the good people from the bad people and then figure out how you deal with it next. Because there's people out here who work and who have good lifestyles who aren't on drugs, but the city are treating them just like the rest of the homeless people. That is not fair.
Crazy. All the homeless people seem to be on the same page. Here's Joe.
I think in a lot of ways they do too much in Olympia for the homeless. They perpetuate the problem by making it too easy.
This city makes it too easy to be homeless? Coming from a homeless person? And I've heard this song and dance before. Residents are upset that there seems to be an enabling going on.
Yes, I fully agree.
What's driving this?
Free food, free clothing, free drugs provided by your government stipend or panhandling. And everybody's going to pat you on the back and say, poor baby. There's all your motivation right there.
And does that word just travel across America? Or how do so many people end up here?
These people are all networked beyond anybody's reasonable expectation.
We'll come back to these guys, but first, it looks like something's different under the bridge. Imagine my surprise to hear that Colin De Forrest in code enforcement was actually moving the 4th Avenue Bridge squalor into a dumpster. What does President Dopey think? If you were to give him a grade in school, what letter grade would you give it, Colin?
A solid F.
Solid F.
F minus. He's not even doing anything to fix this problem. He just wants to cover it up.
And thanks to Olympia Photography for having people on scene the day of the cleanup to capture the mess left behind. And also, they were being harassed and stalked by possibly members of the Antifa-tard movement. But I'd recommend taking video if you really want to remember the beauty and the splendor of the 4th Avenue Tent Camp. Hey everybody, it's Gregg Zart here, and you might not recognize where I'm at. I'm live under the 4th Avenue Bridge. Last time we were here, there was some crazy OG people that had built structures right here in this very spot where I'm standing. Let's take a look back. It's crazy, I'm having like flashbacks to like, I don't know if it's Mad Max or like Beyond Thunderdome kind of status or Escape from New York or something like really urban, fucking clever, you know? Now you can call it a coincidence if you want. But we were just here a month ago talking about the murder episode and the crazy shit and President Dopey And this place was full of crazies. They ran me off out of here, threatening to kill me if I came back. Well, guess what? I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm alive. Your jinx didn't work. Look, you said I was going to be dead if I came back here. And guess what? I can't come back here to find a beautiful open space. Oh, just like it used to be. It's gone. Thank you, City of Olympia. Thank you, Love Olympia. Thank you, Friends of Percival Creek. Thank you, Olympia Looks Like Shit. Thank you, Gregg Zart. Because you know what? There's no I in team, but there's a you in all of us. Thank you, Mayor Cheryl Selby, for helping to clean up one little piece of real estate in our very valuable downtown Olympia, but we love you for it. I do, and I know a lot of other people do as well. And we appreciate your efforts. Let's not stop here. Let's keep this thing going, all right? On to the next block, and then the next block. And I don't care if we have to push these varmints out to the margins. As long as they're out of my downtown core, I'm actually pretty happy. I'm doing this for my mom, who's terrified to come into downtown Olympia and shop. She hasn't been in downtown Olympia in over a year. And I'm gonna help put a stop to that. I'm doing this for Mom, all the moms out there. Thank you. Okay, now I did not stage this, I did not set this up. I wouldn't know how to set this up. On my way out of the camp, by the dumpsters and the porta potties, what do we find? Well, this is what it was really all about. Lots and lots of needles, because the majority of people living in these places are living here by choice so that they can get high. This is the result. Contrary to what representatives of this camp will tell you, there's evidence of drug use everywhere. And where do most of these syringes come from? Well, have you ever heard of Eggy Hop? Do you think the needle exchange program, Eggy Hop, is a good thing or a bad thing?
I thought it was a good thing in the beginning. It's turned into enabling, because there's no control. It's just throwing needles to the wind.
And a bunch of them ended up here at the Eagles Club in downtown Olympia.
This is 1 day's worth. 1 day's worth of
And
needles.
you're finding this where?
In our back alcove.
Oh, you mean this alcove? Is that a crack pipe? Nice.
Crack pipe over there.
Well, you know what they say. Hey, crack is whack. You know what Whitney said. Stay tuned for one of the craziest episodes yet.
We're the problem. Well, how do you fix a problem? You don't chase it from one place to another. That's like chasing roaches, you know.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.